The following podcast is intended for mature audiences. If you enjoy our work, please like, comment, subscribe, and follow the links in the description. Thanks for your support, and enjoy.
Greetings and salutations, listeners. I, Eric J. Chucci, joined as always by some dickhead representing some house, The Boy.
Hey.
And my beautiful wife, Brandie, who represents the house sexy times.
Ew.
Hello. Hello.
This is the Two Nerds Podcast. This week we're talking about something I don't give a flying shit about. That's Game of Thrones.
So we brought in Brandie as a ringer because she does care about Game of Thrones.
But Brandie really likes me, and I guess you guys might too, so I am nearby if I feel the need to snark angrily. With that, take it away.
This is where I feel like we should start singing our Peter Dinklage song.
No.
Don't. Please.
No.
Okay.
So,
So, Season 6 opener.
yeah, Season 6 opener, or as I like to call it, the poop extravaganza.
Let's get to the poop charade. Not charade. The poop.
A poop charade would be not as bad.
It's just sort of a guy squatting, right?
The shit parade later
And,
on.
making a grunty face?
Yeah, but no noises, because that's not allowed.
Let's open with the opening of Season 6.
Honestly, that is the best opening sequence in Game of Thrones history, I would say.
I agree with that.
That grabs you into the season. It gets you started off with something cool, and it pretty firmly busted the trend of the first season of the first episode of a season being fucking nothing.
Right? And it kind of took you for a loop because you're like, he died. Then you're like, oh no, that's not him.
Oh, hold on. Spoiler free review. It was fun. There was a poop montage. That's technically a spoiler, but it's more of a warning for your mental health. Brandie?
We can talk about spoilers now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Spoilers from this point. Oh my god, when Arya ripped off Walder Frey's face.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they set it up pretty well.
They
in the previously on Game of Thrones, they showed Arya murdering him, and then the first scene is him back, and he's brought all the phrase who mean anything, and then he starts handing out a drink. And, everyone who's watching the scene knows where the scene is going, and it goes there in style. The rest of the episode, it wasn't, honestly, much happened, really.
It set up a lot of stuff. The best parts were the parts with Arya. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and one of the parts with Arya had Ed Sheeran for some reason.
Who didn't die, and I'm sad if I was going to guest star in Game of Thrones, I'd want to die horribly.
Well, I mean, we did cut off with Arya, with the group of people that includes Ed Sheeran. So there's nothing to say that they won't die soon.
Right, I am glad that Big Daddy White Walker showed up for a split second.
I'm seeing Diesel in White Walker makeup, for the record.
Yeah, that's accurate. That's just accurate. Jim Broadbent showed up. I don't remember if he was in the previous series. Slughorn from Harry Potter.
Oh, yes. As
He was
the Maester.
playing the Archmaester, and that's really interesting.
I love it when they bring Harry Potter characters onto the show.
Oh yes, Jim Broadbent, famed actor, stage and screen, Harry Potter character.
That's where I know him from.
You knew him from Moulin Rouge first.
Oh, I did.
And I believe the Littles? No, the Borrowers. Did you ever watch the Borrowers?
Maybe.
I didn't. They creep me out. Tiny little people. Weird.
Is that why you stopped watching Game of Thrones? Peter Dinklage got too much for you to handle?
No, he's an okay character. I stopped watching Game of Thrones because they murdered everyone.
See, for me, honestly, I love Peter Dinklage as an actor. The longer the series goes on, the more Meme Dwarf starts to get to me.
I loved him in X-Men. He was good in X-Men.
Oh yeah, he was good as fucking X-Men.
He was.
He was a great ball of our Trask.
I'm sad he didn't have any lines in this episode, because I still love...
Yeah, he just sort of followed Daenerys around.
Which...
during her final 10 minutes of the entire episode montage walk through Dragonstone, which was fucking visual porn. It looked great.
It did. But we already had a montage earlier in this episode, and...
Hey, you know what? I liked the good montage. It was a nice palate cleanser. from the other montage.
Today at work, the shit montage was still all that people were talking about.
Yeah, it's scarring. It's psychologically scarring. I've watched people be butchered in that show. I've seen terrible things happen to people. The poop montage is the worst thing.
I've seen Rotten.com, and that was still worse.
Yeah, it's just because it wouldn't stop. It kept going. And they kept making the cuts between the poop and the soup that looked like poop quicker and quicker so that your brain started to connect the two, like, subconsciously. And you could tell that was very intentional.
As someone who didn't watch the poop montage, can I ask why there was a poop montage?
Alright, so Samuel Tarly, he's at the Citadel where they train the Maesters now. And John sent him there to learn stuff about the White Walkers. Well, he's a fucking newbie. He's a
Sorry, John. All I learned was how to make poop soup.
He's a newbie grunt lord. He's a scrub lord. He's an intern. So he's getting all the shit jobs. Literally. He makes the soup and he ladles the soup out for the Maesters and he reshelves books and he cleans out bedpans. And that's all he does. Over and over, and they cut it in such a way, and they make the soup and the poop the same color, so that the longer the montage goes on and the quicker the cuts get, your brain starts to inexorably, they're just eating the poop, they're just eating the poop, they're just eating the poop.
And that big just container of poop that they kept showing over and over.
Like, it's designed to gross you out.
So was he feeding him poop?
No. It's just...
That's a waste of a montage.
No, it's designed to gross you out. It's not even gross out humor. It's designed to be viscerally disgusting. That way you start to hate the Citadel as much as Sam does at that point.
Oh.
How to put poop in the soup.
You know what? I was kind of thinking they were going to go there, like he was just going to start getting frustrated and start putting the logs right in.
Here's botulism. Yeah, what's that?
And then all the maesters get sick, so he has time to go raid the library, which is what he wants to do. Is he wants to raid the restricted section of the library.
And what he did anyway.
And Slughorn wouldn't give him a pass, so
he did ask Slughorn.
He asked Slughorn for a pass to the restricted section, and he wouldn't give it to him. So
he waited until everyone was asleep,
and then he went and stole all the books he wanted, and then took them home and read them.
Yes.
Instead of just leaving. Because the Maesters suck.
Well, he did get some there to become the Night's Watch
their new Maester. Yeah. But Maesters suck.
And let's be fair, that is the safest place for Sam right now.
It is very far south. But I get the feeling that Grand Maester Slughorn won't be happy about him stealing books.
No.
By the way, I'm not going to call him anything else. I mean, when I first saw him, he was, dissecting a body and, being a potions instructor. So I'm just, I'm sorry. You've typecast him now. Jim Broadbent, you are Grandmaster Slughorn.
I'm very glad there was some scenes with the Hound. I felt like there was more than enough scenes with the Hound. But when he finally started seeing in the fire, that was interesting. Yeah,
it was a good thing to do, because typically up until now, the only people we've had who've seen things in the fire have been fucking crazies.
Well,
Melisandre and, Stannis and, Thoros of Myr.
This is the part where I forget names.
Describe the character.
Yeah, I've never remembered a fucking name on this show.
The one-eyed guy who had the flaming sword. He was in the episode.
Yeah.
Coming back from
two
the dead.
Different guys.
Well, the one who keeps coming back from the dead.
He's crazy.
Well, the one-eyed guy doesn't see it. The one-eyed guy keeps getting brought back. It's
his buddy Thoros. I mentioned. Yeah, he's a red priest. He's by definition crazy.
Not as crazy as the leader Melisandre.
No, she's a weird old fire witch. She's bad. She's bad news.
But she's a leader.
My God. No, you know what? We're not explaining that joke.
Nope, it's going down with Ultimo Dragon. Now he's a leader.
Oh. But overall, I think it was a good episode. The poop montage notwithstanding. Really, genuinely, I did not want it. That could have been cut.
I'm interested in the cells.
Oh, yeah, because we saw the poor, used to be the War of the Five Kings. Now we're down to just a couple kings. Even the king of the friend zone is gone now.
Oh, he's still there.
He's got like his whole arm. He's got a whole arm off now.
But just because the whole arm is gone doesn't mean the rest of it is gone.
Well, it's not like it only spread in one direction.
Well, I'm hoping.
That's what they want you to do. I just stopped watching. That's what they don't want you to do.
Yeah, Eric gave up on it. A few years ago, it was like, Brandie, watch Game of Thrones. It's a really good show.
It was.
Okay. I suppose.
But unfortunately, George R. Martin loves to murder everyone you love. And unlike the guy who runs The Walking Dead, like he and the guys who run the show, Benioff and Weiss, are more than prepared to make good on that threat.
Well, right now, I am just looking for the people that I like to have spectacular deaths. Like, I want, when Arya inevitably dies, I want her to go out after killing Cersei.
You want her to get the gank on Cersei?
I do. I want.
She did call dibs.
She did. Because I love Cersei, but I want her to go out, and I can't think of anyone better than Arya to take them out, unless Jaime finally just gets sick of it.
Finally nuts up and decides to do something good. Do what he's meant to do. Kill a sitting monarch.
Yes.
It's what you're for. It's the only thing you ever have done successfully.
So, unless Jaime finally grows a pair. Because, as that one dude said, he only has one working hand.
There were a wealth of fiery burns in this episode. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Euron Greyjoy. He's kind of a two-dimensional character. He's a D&D murder hobo.
Yes. Yes, he is.
But much like many D&D murder hobos, dude knows how to fucking toss a good burn out.
Standing here with two good hands.
Oh.
He's very pretty. I like him. I don't want him to kill Cersei. He hasn't earned
it. He hasn't suffered enough.
No, he's new. He needs...
Littlefinger going Littlefinger. He's been up to, nothing, really.
Just standing in the corner.
Standing in a corner looking really pleased with himself. That Sansa seems unhappy because that means he figures he can make her do what he wants. Sansa is infinitely tired of him.
Yes. Don't worry, Peter. I'll just pretend you said something witty.
Oh yeah, that was a good line. She's so amazingly fucking done with Littlefinger.
Yes, because she knows he wants to marry her.
Yeah, I mean, she basically said as much.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of what else went down, because honestly, not a lot happened during the episode. Jon Snow did what Jon Snow does. He made a real good fucking speech. Alright, the character has many qualities that are admirable. One is he can fucking rally some troops. He's good at speeches.
He is.
Sporkle like this, because I know he didn't watch the episode. At one point, Sansa straight up told Jon that his father and brother were idiots.
Well, that's good. I like Sansa a little more now.
She was like, I loved father, but you have to be smarter than father. You have to be smarter than Robb. They were both idiots and it got them killed. His response was, how do I be smarter? Listen to you? And the clear response was, well, yeah, dummy.
No, listen to your heart, Jon Snow. It always steers you in the right direction. How's your girlfriend, by the way?
Ooh.
Dead and the wall's still standing. He wins. Crows before hoes.
I hope that wall's a good fuck.
Probably not. It's made of ice.
He also did what he does in this episode and didn't die, which is good.
I mean, he's managed it so far. Really, only the one slip up.
Did they burn Ygritte?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, look, the actress is doing other stuff now. She's not coming back.
Like Jon Snow?
No, I mean, she's busy. On another show, I think.
Well, and doing Jon Snow. They're dating in real life.
Oh, they weren't for a while. They're back together then.
Oh, that's the time I saw.
Neat.
Maybe they broke up, but I don't pay attention.
But when did you actually bow out, Spork? I forget.
The season... Partway through the season where Jon Snow died at the end.
He watched a little bit of last season.
Partway
It
through.
was on near me. I have, like, not even sugar packets. Someone read a Wikipedia article out loud on a loud train level of understanding of the season's hence.
Oh, so it's been a whole season and an episode.
Well,
And actually,
I gave up like halfway through that one season.
so yeah, it's been a while since Bork was involved. So they're past the books now.
They are. And George R. R. Martin announced this year that he's working on
Sure
it.
you are, buddy. We believe you.
And
I've updated my fan fiction more than George R. R. Martin has updated his fucking books. It's fun to read. It's about Ninja Turtles. Just search me on Archive of Our Own. Like, comment, subscribe. Click the links in the description. We love you.
also,
Gone but not forgotten.
what is it? Every 2 weeks you're posting a chapter of your first book?
Mean, since we're talking about it, yeah, every 2 weeks on an Archive of Our Own, under my handle, I'm posting a free chapter of the Colt Regan novel, the first book. So if you like free stuff and reading, go read free stuff.
But
anyway, yeah, been almost 2 years since I watched this show.
and honestly, it's been about since they started to get past the books. Like, they're unrelated, but it's about the same time frame.
Yeah, it's entirely unrelated. I just got tired of them, and it's not even so much characters I like. It's like if WWE had to completely change their roster except for John Cena every year.
Well, there's some people who are still alive.
Yeah, all the people he hates.
Well, I'm like, okay, sure, Varys is there, and Tyrion is there. I almost called him Tryndamere. Very different guy.
Varys wasn't in this episode.
He was standing behind Daenerys doing this.
Was
I
he?
can't say-
You know what? I didn't even notice.
It's an audio medium. She was steepling her fingers.
She was doing the Varys pose.
Yes.
She was scheming.
Or maybe that was just in a preview. I don't remember. I remember seeing his face yesterday.
That's entirely possible. I was like busy watching Kelly C.
I am excited for when they bring Grandma Rose back. What the fuck is her name?
No! Alright! We're gonna sit down with a little slice of Brandie's psyche. Tell us about Grandma Rose,
The
Brandie.
Tyrells, their house sigil is a rose.
Oh, okay. Alright. Grandma Rose. Grandma Rose, I think, is perhaps a much friendlier name than Olenna Tyrell deserves, but I like it. It's up there with Professor Janitor, Lord of the Twins, and Archmaester Slughorn. So I think Grandma Rose will enter the Game of Thrones pantheon of names on this podcast.
I'm looking forward to her and her revenge, because Cersei killed her family.
How many people get to kill Cersei in your perfect world?
Arya gets to kill Cersei.
I
Olenna
think,
Tyrell gets to make her miserable.
yeah, I was about to say, Olenna Tyrell's revenge would be politically motivated, because let's be honest.
Yeah.
And she's already killed her son. So...
Well, did she kill her son first? Because then that's just fair.
No. Oh, yeah, actually she did. She was the one who made,
Yeah, plate's even now.
Well, she also killed, like, her daughter and her other son and her grandchildren.
Escalation is an accepted form of revenge.
Like, no one ever said Olenna Tyrell wasn't a hypocrite.
Well, I think killing one son doesn't deserve having your entire family murdered.
Was it a good son?
See,
It
now
was Joffrey.
you say that, but, like, we're not much higher than one son on Arya's side in terms of the phrase, and she killed all of those motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Also,
deserve
I'd
it.
like to flash back to the Castlevania podcast we did, which if you guys haven't heard it, please go back and listen to it. It's pretty good, and watch the show. It's pretty good. Spoilers for Castlevania in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We agreed with Dracula's revenge, which escalated a little bit. So
It was just a tad. Just a bit. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
yeah,
You started something, gonna be something.
But I think she killed Joffrey for the greater good of the realm. I mean, he was a little fucking twat bag.
Since when does Cersei give a shit?
I mean, she can just make more.
I reiterate. Since when does Cersei give... Her brain doesn't work logically. That's the reason I'm not a fan of the character. It's not because she's a baddie. It's because she's an idiot. She's a megalomaniacal dumbass.
I don't know. I like
And getting
dumbasses.
and getting shame walked through the streets taught her nothing.
Because she didn't feel like she deserved it. So why would it teach her something?
It shouldn't not humility. Don't be a dumbass. I'm not saying learn the lesson they're trying to teach. Just learn a lesson. Damn, woman. Stop letting hubris cut you down.
I think the lesson she learned was you need to kill more people.
And that's what she did.
It's the wrong lesson to take from that.
And she killed everybody
But
except
it
Baylor.
is a lesson.
That was a beautiful explosion. And then the way Tommen was just like, nope.
And the only reason she was able to pull it off is because the solution just fell into her lap. Honestly, she gets Deus Ex Machina'd almost as much as Daenerys does. It's ridiculous. That complete idiot's head should have been on a spike long before now. The universe just keeps giving Cersei more breaks.
I think that's because George R. R. Martin likes Cersei.
Like he fancies her.
I think so.
It's because she's the bad guy. Diabolus Ex Machina is a thing that he has fully embraced. He says it outright. He takes joy in doing the opposite of whatever the standard fiction thing is.
So
The bad guys always win. We're gonna end up with a realm full of White Walkers. Like, they're just gonna win. Like, that's just gonna happen. That fits everything about George R. R. Martin.
But this is past the books, so does he have 100%
You think-
creative control?
No, Benioff and Weiss, they got an outline and they're going slightly different with it, but largely in the same place. They haven't mentioned what that place is, but they're going largely to the same place. So we might get a realm full of mostly White Walkers and Jon Snow. Because as much as he loves Daenerys and Cersei, the guys in the show love Jon Snow. I imagine Kit Harington brings in ratings.
He does. He's pretty. I see Cersei just being completely alone, still on the Iron Throne.
Like Conan style?
No, she'd still be happy. At the end of the day, she's a self-absorbed idiot who only wants power.
Ooh, her alone on the Iron Throne, everybody she loves dead, as the White Walkers just take over King's Landing.
That's almost Shaggy Dog story enough. Like, almost. Spork has begun lurking, and I feel brought a note of tension to the conversation.
Dun dun dun. I'm engaged in this dialogue you're having about these characters that suck, and this story that's going nowhere.
Oh, it's going a place.
Yeah, like Lost, right?
It's going to have a destination. It's going it's going to tragedy.
What, 13 episodes left?
Yeah, it's a tragedy. Or the creators of the show, or George R. R. Martin will pull a last minute, like, author saving throw level. I mean, I guess everyone shouldn't die. That would be bad. And then it's just gonna be Daenerys and Jon Snow versus the White Walkers, and then they'll win. There's only really two endings here.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the point I checked out, actually, was when I realized that no matter what end people were, like, fantasy booking for the show was fucking stupid.
No, Daenerys and Jon Snow teaming up to beat the White Walkers with dragons isn't stupid. It fits all the themes of the show.
I mean, I disagree, but that's personal.
Well,
You just hate Jon Snow.
I do.
It fits a tale of fire and ice, though.
Yeah. Like, dragons versus ice zombies is a thing we're probably gonna see.
Right.
That's what I fucking hope so. I've been waiting several seasons. I've been waiting since those little fuckers hatched.
There's the trick. That never happens. He ends the show before anything occurs.
And then no one buys his books?
He already made $1 million monies.
He doesn't give a shit. Brandie, those books are never coming out.
He could eat a money salad.
Oh, it's okay. I can't get to the 5th one to save my fucking life.
You're not missing much. For a while, Daenerys poos herself.
In the 5th book? Is that where that happens?
Yeah.
There's a sweet montage about it.
I mean, basically, yeah. It's a book montage, but she has severe diarrhea in a field for, like, an uncomfortably long amount of time.
I really want it to be like that artistic way some people do poems, my 19-year-old self included, where it's like left aligned, center aligned, right aligned, splurt, splort, spoop.
I think we've talked enough about poop in this episode.
I'm not saying the show doesn't fit the theming of the book, okay? Not long montages of uncomfortable poo is not outside the realm of possibility for A Song of Ice and Fire.
Maybe that's why they did the poop montage in this one, because we didn't get the Daenerys poop montage.
Look, God bless Emilia Clarke. She's a trooper, but I would say no to that scene too.
I have some questions about page 42. Yeah, what's up? What can we help you with? Yeah, poop montage?
But notice that the person playing Samuel Tarly did not say no to the poop montage.
Well, one of those people has one of those two sets of people has a huge legion of fans and amazing cans, and the other one is Daenerys.
Thank you. I almost interrupted you for the joke, but I could feel it in my spirit that you were taking it on where it belonged.
Speaking of which, he's lost weight.
Well, yeah, he's well rich and can afford, like, real people food, not from, like, a packaged, boxed food desert, and can also, like, get someone to exercise him while he sleeps or whatever.
So I'll just take a nap and you can...
I want you to know that is 3 levels of artificialization. That is a joke I stole from someone who stole a joke. The joke I stole was from Amy Schumer, who stole the joke from someone else.
What were you going to say? Was that from Amy Schumer or was it Carlos Mencia?
Or Carlos Mencia. At least Carlos admits it.
Even if she admitted it, Amy Schumer's still garbage.
I'm going to start subscribing to the Amy Schumer version of comedy. Steal so many jokes that it's so ridiculous that no one will bother calling me on it.
I can dig it.
Yeah, this is the thing. I didn't look, listener. I'm going to be fully honest with you. The show was.
It was a good.
It was good. It's good. It was an hour. Okay, I don't have fully half the length of the runtime of the episode of material to talk about the episode.
Where are we at? What's our timestamp?
We're at 27 minutes.
27 minutes? You guys could have filled that without breaking the fourth wall. Come on, that's my job.
Well, you're not in the captain's chair, so one of us had to take control of the ship, damn it!
Yeah.
So, like, Game of Thrones.
One of us was gonna stop.
No. We got in trouble for singing before.
Yeah, someone left a mean comment on our YouTube video about how we're dumb for singing. Guess what? I'm gonna sing more now. Alright, we gotta stop. It's copyrighted music.
Yeah, that was so accurate. We're gonna get flagged.
Oh, definitely.
And they'll take away our non-existent money. Oh, shit.
Oh,
what you gonna do, YouTube? Demonetize us again?
There goes our penny.
We're gonna put ads you don't like on your videos. Take that.
Oh, no!
Only in support of Amy Schumer comedy specials. So, Game of Thrones. Is there like a character that you like in the show?
Oh yeah, I like a lot of the characters.
Who's your favorite character? If this were the fantasy booking, not what's the best story, but who would you want to win the Game of Thrones?
Arya
Stark.
Both of you?
Yeah. She's awesome. She's the best character in the show.
And she's done it pretty much by herself.
And she, like, doesn't have the weird niggling hints of complete insanity like Daenerys Targaryen does.
But she was fucked up at such a young age that all she knows is
murder.
But I don't know what she's going to do when everybody that she wants to kill is dead. Sidle back up to...
No, kill herself.
You think she'll kill herself?
Yeah, probably. Fits the theme. If I was fantasy booking this, you know who'd end up on the Iron Throne? Daenerys. Because, I mean, like, she has the dragons.
Yes.
Jon Snow would end up king in the north. They would not end up a couple. Because, look, I know it's normal for that setting, but they're like half siblings or whatever.
No.
She's his aunt? Yeah, she's his aunt.
Shit?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I stopped watching this stupid fucking show.
Yeah, because she was Prince whatever, I forget his name, not Eris. It's
Regan?
Rhaegar or something. She was Prince Rhaegar's
the NES game.
Yeah, she was Prince Rhaegar's sister. So she's his aunt. Just straight up his aunt.
Well, yeah, King of the North. She's Queen in the South.
He gets a dragon because he is a Targaryen. It's only fair.
And
then they fight. They murder the ice zombies. The wall breaks because that's cool. That's just cool cinematography. And then it
watching
makes
the wall fall.
Yeah. If I was fantasy booking, the others take down the wall. They end up fighting dragons versus ice zombies. One of the dragons dies. One of the three. The one that nobody gets.
No, it'll be Drogo, or whatever his name is.
Drogon, you think?
Drogon, yes. Because that's the one she loves the most.
Yeah, that's true. But if I'm fantasy booking, fuck that.
Okay. The yellow one.
Yeah, the yellow one. The one that's Viserion. Nobody likes that one anyway. He's named after Viserys. He was a douche. And then they win, and the show ends on an actual half hopeful note. Arya gets all the people on her list who remain. She lets the Hound live, and that's how she learns to let go of vengeance. And then she goes and moves back to the north.
She just shows up at
she shows up to kill him, and then lets him go, and that's how she lets it go. That's how she breaks the cycle and is all right, I'm done with this. She puts down the guns and she goes out of the valley.
And then she shows back up at Winterfell.
Yeah. That could be the final shot.
She shows up.
The final shot in the actual show will include dragons or ice zombies, but that could be the final shot. That's cooler.
What about an ice zombie riding a dragon? What if the ice zombies and the dragons...
Ooh, actually, no, they kill one of the dragons, and then the Night King gets to ride a zombie dragon, and then they fight in the air.
No, I don't even want that. I want them to have secretly been best friends this whole time.
Oh, what? You want it to be
two armies into one place, and the dragons...
You want it to be like a Vince Russo swerve?
Yes. And one of the dragons is fucking Buff Bagwell's mom. That's...
And with that, I think that we have gone completely off the rails.
As is tradition on the Two Nerds podcast. You're the guest. You say the line.
Everything's better when nerds talk about it.
There you go.
Fuck it, let's get high.